Most home sellers sell for less than they could have without ever knowing it. If they're happy with the result, it's only because they have absolutely no idea that they could have sold for more. This is because of a hidden conflict of interest between sellers and real estate agents. This conflict of interest is far more expensive than any real estate commission you will ever pay. And even though it's right under your nose, I bet you've never thought of it. Have a close look at this picture. Imagine that your home was worth $1 million. At an average 2.5% commission, a local agent would charge you $25,000 for selling it. But of that $25,000, the agent would only receive $2,500 for the last $100,000 of your home's value. Now, do you think that the last $2,500 is as important to the agent as the last $100,000 is to you? 90% of the commission, or $22,500, is based on the first $900,000 of your home's value. Do you think it would be easy to sell $1 million home for $900,000? Of course it would. So why reward an agent with 90% of their commission on the easy part of the sale? When you do this, you're discouraging the agent from fighting for the rest of your home's value. This is why scientific studies and research have proven that traditional real estate commissions encourage agents to achieve a quicker sale instead of the highest sale price. The problem is not with real estate agents. There are many wonderful people among them. The problem is that a traditional commission creates a conflict of interest between sellers and agents, even if your agent is a nice person. As a seller, you want the highest sale price, but the agent is encouraged to sell quickly at whatever price because they will get most of their commission anyway. If you're happy with your sale price, it's only because you don't know how much better you could have done. The symptoms of underselling are everywhere you look. Here are just some examples. An off-market sale to someone on the agent's so-called database of buyers, a sale in under 5 days, especially in a hot market, an agent not encouraging you to invest time, effort and money into having your home look, feel, smell and sound emotionally appealing, and believe it or not, even auctions. If you don't understand how all of these lead to a quick sale rather than the highest sale price, you're part of the majority. But it's not your fault. It's not in the interest of the real estate sales industry to make you aware of this. However, there is a way to eliminate this expensive conflict of interest and avoid selling your home for less than you could. There is a method that easily guarantees at least a 10% higher sale price for your home than what a local real estate agent will achieve. Thanks to this method, Jessica sold her home for almost $100,000 more, or 12% higher than her best local agents said she would, without an unfair real estate commission, without an unprofessional amateur private sale, without being locked into a contract with any real estate agent, and without having to do any selling whatsoever. This incredible result left the best local real estate agents totally embarrassed. Jessica set a new record price in her suburb, and her success was even featured in a news.com.au article. In case you haven't heard of it, this method has had plenty of other press coverage over the years. It was this method that helped John and Helen sell for 19% more than their local real estate agents told them they would. Thanks to this method, Sue pocketed 20% more than her next door neighbour for an identical property. The two properties were sold within weeks of each other. And Jill and Philip scored $205,000 or 17% more for their home than what they originally wanted because of this method. It was also this method that changed the lives of all of these home sellers and more. Just imagine what difference it would make to your life if you pocketed at least 10% more from the sale of your home than you could with a real estate agent. That's exactly what this method achieves. It doesn't matter who you are, what kind of property you have, or where you live. Let me tell you a little bit about this method and how I discovered it by sharing a quick story. This photo was taken in 2011 of my wife Sophie and I in front of our very first renovation project. Before buying it, we spent over 6 months researching our chosen area. We went to about 8 open homes each Saturday and got to know around 100 real estate agents, the good, the bad, and the ugly. During this time, we developed a deep understanding of what agents do, don't do, should do and shouldn't do. After observing hundreds of marketing campaigns run by all sorts of real estate agents from various agencies and even private sales, we made a profound discovery. The most successful campaigns all had something in common, and it wasn't the agent. Just think about it. Did you buy your home because of the real estate agent or because of the property? If you didn't buy the home because of the agent, then the home was never sold to you. Think of the countless buyers who have bought properties despite their poor experience with the real estate agent. These buyers are living proof that a purchase is not made because of the agent. I think we can all agree that real estate agents are involved in the vast majority of property transactions. But do you really believe that agents go back to the drawing board and reinvent the wheel for each property they list? Or do you believe it's more likely that they use a formula or process with slight modifications for each home? Look, anyone can decide to sell all they want, but without a buyer deciding to buy, there will never be a transaction. And nobody buys a property because of a sales pitch. You can't talk anyone into buying a property, but a property doesn't just sell itself. We noticed that there was a process, formula or recipe that made some homes more buyable than others. The better this process was executed, the more buyable the home became and the higher its sale price was. It's that simple. We decided to put this formula to the test on the sale of our renovation project. We sold successfully for much more than what the local area expert agents were telling us to expect. And because of the method we followed, we didn't have to do any selling. After our successful transaction, family and friends started asking us what we did and how we did it. We guided them through the journey, refining and improving our process and method. We helped them pocket 10 to 20% more than what they could have with any agent or by selling themselves. Since then, we've helped all kinds of people all over Australia achieve such results. Here is a short clip of other people's experiences with this method.
Two big smiles. I mean, the overall process was fantastic, David, and the price that we got in such a short time was just way above what we expected or were led to believe it would sell for as a result of using your methods.
We were stoked. We're really happy.
Yeah.
We achieved an amazing result for a house like ours in our area, and it was significantly higher than any of the appraisals that we received from local agents.
Yeah.
So
I was very pleasantly surprised. It felt honest. It had a good feel about it.
We just found the whole system worked perfectly.
And we did try and nitpick it.
I felt like I connected with what you were saying. So I felt like you understood where we were coming from.
Best decision we ever made.
I loved the whole process, and from I was very skeptical at the start. Christian really had to convince me, and it was great. I guess your process in particular, what really resonated with us is that it makes a lot of sense, and it's actually it's very logical. And we just at that point really couldn't justify doing it or paying a significant amount more money or doing it any other way, because that just didn't make as much sense to us.
Yeah.
We couldn't be happier. We really couldn't. And it allowed us to get into our new place much more easily, in fact, without having to carry a mortgage.
I think that more people will start doing this. Surely this has to become more popular and more of a norm.
I've been more inclined to say I would fall back on this system again, because of the many things I liked about it, but because of those safeguards as well.
We've so appreciated and valued your perspective. We've learned a lot. We've really learned a lot.
And certainly anybody that talks about selling their house, we recommend that this is a better way to go.
So we're happy to at any time, and we're happy to talk to anyone you'd like to pass on through to us. And
so we have recommended it, and 100% do anyone else that's thinking about it. Yeah, do it.
If you're still watching this presentation, I would like to invite you to apply for an obligation-free, no-selling consultation. In this consultation, I will share with you the formula that I discovered and help to tailor it to your home. You will see just how easily you can achieve at least a 10% higher sale price for your home than you could with any of your local real estate agents. This consultation is worth $497, and usually I only give it to clients of mine. If you apply and I think that you're a good fit for this method, then I'm happy to offer this consultation to you for free. Whether you'd like to apply for a free consultation or just want to find out more about this method, I encourage you to book a quick call with me. I will not sell you anything before, during, or after the call or the consultation. You can book a quick call through the link you see in or below this video. It will take you to my diary where you can choose a time that suits you. If you book a call now, I will also give you a free copy of my published book. This book has been featured on Channel 9's Today Show and retails in bookshops for around $20. Some of the things you will discover in this book are the myth of the database of buyers that agents use to trick people into listing, why it's wrong to assume that a local agent who knows local values will actually achieve a higher sale price, why real estate agents should be banned from giving appraisals, why agents are terrible negotiators, what real estate agents really sell, hint it's not property, why selling with an agent or privately are the two most expensive mistakes you can make, and much, much more. Obviously, the first thing I would like you to do is to apply for a free consultation. However, if you found this video informative, I would also like to ask you to share it on your social media so that others may benefit through awareness. I really look forward to sharing this method with you.